I'll proceed forward. Truth in millage is called trim, and there's something called a percent of the increase over the rollback rate. And what is that? It's an effort to eliminate the automatic revenue growth from increasing property values. The Florida legislature established the trim statutes. Trim requires a calculation of the change in millage rates from one year to the next, called a rollback rate. What is the rollback millage rate? It's that millage rate which provides the same ad valorem tax revenue, the same amount of dollars as was levied during the previous fiscal year, exclusive of any new construction taxable values. So what it's saying is if you're going to get $1 more in taxes beyond the new construction, you have a tax increase. Anytime the legislature is saying that the school district is getting more funding, or you have an increased number of students that require more funding, typically that's going to result in a tax increase. The proposed millage rate is compared to the rollback rate and translated into a percentage of the millage increase that must be used in the published advertisements of the proposed school board budget. And those ads did appear in the newspaper this past Friday. And that is a required timeline for running them. They ran exactly on schedule. The rollback millage rate, let's take a look at the pieces that make it up. If we look at the required local effort, the prior year required local effort was 3.3320 mils. The rollback rate to generate the exact same dollars would be 3.0924. The legislature has set the rate at 3.2320. So there is an increase in that rate above the rollback rate, just below required local effort alone. The discretionary tax, although it's discretionary, it is built into the legislative funding formula. It's part of the FEFP. It's part of that dollar amount that we've been talking about per student that the legislature says each school district is going to have. So the prior year was 0.748. The rollback rate would be 0.6942, and the proposed tonight would be 0.7480. We have the voter referendum, which is the statutory voter referendum here. The prior year was 0.12 mils. The rollback rate to generate the same exact dollars would be 0.1114, and tonight's proposal was a millage rate of 0.120 mils. So both the discretionary and the statutory voted millages are proposed to be the same as they were in the preceding year, but they do exceed the rollback rate. The capital outlay mills, prior year 1.38, and the rollback rate 1.2808, and the proposed 1.3800. The totals 5.58 for the prior year, the rollback being 5.1788, and the proposed tonight 5.480. That results in an advertised rate of the rollback rate increase of 5.82%. The proposed millage rate is 5.82% greater than the rollback rate. Therefore, the district is considered to have a tax increase, and a notice of tax increase appeared in the newspaper ad.